In New York, a Siena poll just out has Donald Trump trailing Hillary Clinton in New York State by more than 30 points. It is landslide numbers in the polling world. Trump really on the attack over the weekend and attacking not Hillary, but the media. Rachel Sutherland from Fox News on right now. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, Donald Trump did attack the media while his running mate, Mike Pence, was on Fox News Sunday talking about some of the GOP defectors, talking about the Clinton email scandal, the latest with the State Department when she was there, and the appearance of a conflict of interest with the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah.
So a lot going on as far as the campaign trail is concerned. But, yeah, Donald Trump putting it back on the media, kind of as misconstruing, what he says.
Okay, I'll comment on that. Misconstruing what he says the most extreme things because he knows the media will cover it. Without the media, Donald Trump is really nowhere, and without the media, he would have had to have spent money. It's funny how he's turning on the media now.
Well, that's been kind of his game the whole time, and you're right. It's very interesting to watch because without us talking about him, he wouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah.
He is, compared to Hillary Clinton, has spent like a dime in comparison to her.
Right.
And so, but he's calling it. He says he's not running against crooked Hillary, but against the crooked media. He has tried to revoke press credentials from a lot of media organizations, including, of course, as we know, the Washington Post and I think some New York Times reporters as well. The thing is, as a reporter, I guess we could go as a private citizen into one of those events and report on what goes on there.
Sure,
Someone tried that and was escorted out.
Wow. Again, it seems to be a rhetoric, though, that does play well with this anti-establishment campaign.
It sure does. There is a big mistrust of the media just by the general public, and in some ways it's totally understandable. At the same time, and I'm sure you may feel this way too as a broadcaster, and I've been a local broadcaster. If there's something happening, a hurricane or a riot in the city, what's the first thing people do?
Sure,
they turn on the radio.
Right.
They want to hear what's going on.
Not to mention the first time you have a situation in your life where you're not getting where you want to get with your local municipality or with the feds or what have you, where do you go? I'm going to go to the media. We're going to expose you.
Right.
But this rhetoric does seem to work because there is but it's interesting, though, because he's really not only criticized the mainstream media, but he's criticized Fox as being...
sure.
I mean,
That's nothing...
Yeah.
Yeah, because if someone doesn't do exactly what he perceives to be fair treatment, he'll call him out. And that's, again, something that his base really likes.
Meanwhile, the numbers. What I'm finding really intriguing, or I guess I'm intrigued in anticipation, as to if these numbers continue to decline, and they are declining for the first time we've seen in this Trump campaign, what does that, he was at his most extreme state when his numbers were just climbing. Now they're declining. What does who do we see next? What Donald Trump comes out of the box next?
I think he's sticking to who he is pretty much. You might see an occasional teleprompter type Donald Trump, but basically then he reverts back to himself. It worked for the primary. It's not working so well for the general, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Clinton is up almost 7 points, and she's held this lead. This is the Real Clear Politics average of polls nationally. But also now she has taken the lead again in Ohio and Florida. Yeah. Those are key swing states, and right now they're going in her favor.
And we're seeing, talk, whether it's real or not, or it's just the media making this up, which we know that's not true, that maybe Republicans are saying, hey, we're just going to give up and we're going to focus on the congressional elections.
Right. Well, Fox News has obtained a letter that 70 Republicans signed on to RNC Chair Reince Priebus asking him to divert money away from Trump campaign to the congressional. But I don't know if that letter's been sent or what he'll do about it.
Sure. All right, Rachel, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Rachel Sutherland, and I don't know. What do you think of the first crack in the foundation we talked about last week? And in New York,
that's staggering.
In New York, over 30-point lead for Hillary Clinton. And, this is a state that Trump really thought he could win, right?
It's his state.
Hold on
tight. It's hers, too.
We'll come right back here. It's hers. I guess she did move here, right, at one point and ran for office. Hold tight. We'll come right back. We'll do news next, 628 at WIBX.